Hi, my name is Ajinkya, and I am a senior director in a healthcare IT organization. You must be thinking I might have a extremely technical background, or maybe I might have something which is extremely technology driven. But let me tell you my story, how I have grown from here to here, or to what I am today. I was born in a lower middle class family. My father was an auto rickshaw driver, and my mother was a nurse. I have two elder sisters, and we all five stayed in a one room apartment. Now, my father and my mother taught me this, that whatever happens in your life, you have to fight back. My father took a lot of effort to make us happy. Every parent does. But that realization was always there within my heart. So, about my background, you know that I am a senior director in an IT organization. But let me tell you this, I started my career as a nurse. Yes, you heard it right. I started working as a nurse in a hospital in an ICU. I worked for 2 years as a nurse, but then something happened. Some magic was supposed to happen, and I got this opportunity to work in an IT organization as a business analyst or as a support analyst. I always wanted to work for, IT organizations. I loved computers. I wanted to explore it, and I got this opportunity and I grabbed it. The first day of my job as an IT employee was disaster. I went to a place where there was something like a shed, which they called Kirby, was office. But later I realized that it was just a temporary location, and then we moved into a new office. But IT organization, something very interesting, and I was zero in technology. Zero in technology. One day, let me tell you a story. One day I was working with my colleague, and she did some coding and she fixed something. And the error for which I was working was vanished. That made me so astonished, and it was so fascinating to see that writing a code can fix softwares. I wanted to learn that. I started learning it. I did some certification, and within 2 years I was a database certified analyst. Now I wanted to grow. I wanted to understand how things work. I moved into a software development team as a business analyst. I started documenting things. I started documenting some software requirements. I learned what communication is. I learned what documentation is. I got feedbacks that I am not doing what is expected. And I worked on my feedback, and I overcame my fear. I overcame my shortfalls. I did my technical certification while I was working. I did 2 post-graduation diploma while I was working. I did my project management certification, PMP certification, while I was working. And I did many certification while I was working. Now, what made me going was something which I wanted to talk about today. The hunger of learning. That one point where you feel, oh, what should I learn now? That one point you realize that what is going on in the market, and you want to compete with the market. Once you decide this, that you have to compete with the market, you will succeed in your career. And that's what happened to me. I started as a nurse. I started my IT journey as an analyst, but today I am focusing on client implementation. I am considered as a subject matter expert. You see? Why? Why do you think this has happened with me? Because I was consistent, I was focused, I know what I wanted to grow in, where I need to grow in, what is my goals, or what is my pathway to my goals. You need to make sure that you build yourself capable enough to achieve success. You see my story, I have evolved so much, my mindset has evolved so much, my approach has evolved so much, and I myself as a person has evolved so much. You have to be very humble, you have to be very focused, you have to know how do you manage tough times. You see, I'll tell you a story about discipline. If there is a fog, you can see at the most 100 meters. But as you walk 100 meters, you can see another 100 meters. And as you walk another 100 meters, you can see the next 100 meters. This is how life has to be. You have to take your first step towards your success. You have to take that first step towards your goals. And then slowly you reach your first milestone, find out what you need to go for next. So I hope you liked my story. I want to inspire many people who wants to connect with me. I want to help many people who can transform themselves to be an ace performer. I want to help people manage their time. I want to help people manage their finances. I want to help people manage their mental status. I want to help people grow, enhance their spiritual ability. So subscribe to my channel. The link is in the description for joining my Facebook page. You can join my WhatsApp group. The link is in the description. And I want you to be focused, be dedicated, and be consistent, and ultimately be invincible.